Here we are, the CIA Insurance GP1 race, and a familiar face is on pole, Gary May. Remember that fight last year between him and Rob Hoyles? It's back. Rob's got himself a Fireblade, and he's in the GP1 class. Third, Peter Baker, 50 years young, and he's on third on the grid. And don't forget, Stuart Hall on fourth. He'll be up there. He'll be looking for a podium.
Yes, fantastic stuff in prospect. CIA Insurance Thundersport GP1 here at Mallory Park. Well, I think you're quite right, Steve. Been a little bit of rivalry already, I fancy, through qualifying and Super Bowl between Gary May, last year's double champion of Thundersport GP, and Peter Baker, who's been exceedingly quick on most circuits in this country, on most types of machinery. They're just two of the elements in this, as away they charge for the first time down into Gerrard. What a good start from Rob Hoyles.
Yeah, he really wants this season. Gary May beat him to it last year, and he wants to get his own back. But Peter Baker's going to be coming in to spoil the party. I think he's been very quick all weekend.
Brilliant start from the Suzuki of Stuart Hall there too, and he almost sits up in the middle of Ed Wheeler's. Oh, and there's a bit of a, oh, what a malarkey down there. There's one bike down in the road, another one wheeled off there, and we can see that is the 36 machine of Clinton Tanowski, who finished second in last year's junior power bikes, but his GP1 career not getting off such a good start.
No, I think he could have looked for a better start than that. Dreadful luck at the end of last season. I thought he was going to win the championship, but not to be.
Well, Gary May up into third ahead of Peter Baker, and then the pack chasing him. We've got the likes of Mark Littler and Tony Keelty, I can see tucked in there, but yellow flags still waving at Ed Wieners as the marshals clear up those two machines from the earlier incident. But look at this, very close at the front, leading four, just slightly breaking away from the pack. Still though, Rob Hoyles from Stuart Hall on that number 17 Suzuki. Then it is the Yamaha of Gary May and the Suzuki of Peter Baker that chase hard. A flame out there. I think that's Mark Littler in fifth place. Oh, well, I thought he was just running out of road, but I think that's Rory Clark, isn't it, Steve?
It is, yeah. Irishman Rory, an end to his first race. It's a shame for him.
Oh, look at this. Peter Baker ducking down the inside of Rob Hoyles, and Rob will be, well, furious himself. He's fighting back on the inside of Gerrard's, but oh, well, I think it was February that Peter Baker had his 50th birthday, but he's certainly got no thoughts of slowing up, has he? Fantastic performance, Peter, there on that number 8 Suzuki, through into the lead ahead of Rob Hoyles. Now the two of them at the moment still got a little bit of an advantage on the rest, and Gary May will be working hard in third to drag himself back to the two leaders. Here they come down through the bus stop. Oh, there we see. Well, Gary May has done the dragging, that familiar. He doesn't mind carrying number 13, does he, Gary?
Unlucky for some, certainly not for Gary May. He loves it, and he obviously had the choice to sport the number 1 as well.
Yeah, and there's, well, it's the tradition of championship winners in motorbike racing that a lot of them don't pick up that number 1 for the following season. I suppose it's a lot of superstition involved as well, and frankly you need as much luck on your side as you can get. But look at this, Rob Hoyles having been disposed of by Peter Baker up there, getting away at Shaw's, and Gary May snaking under braking, just slightly overcooks it at the hairpin, and Rob Hoyles, well, I think he knows he's been done there. He manages to get back up into second, but look at the battle behind. That is the number 85 machine of Paul Shook. Paul, very quick Welsh rider, Kawasaki, but Rob Hoyles still fighting manfully to keep Gary May behind him. The thing for Gary May is he knows, I think, over the course of this weekend that he ought to be on the case and on the pace of Peter Baker, but he's got rather bottled up here, and Rob Hoyles, well, a fantastic head-to-head between Hoyles and May last year. No quarter asked and certainly none given, so Gary May knows he's got a real fight in his hands if he's going to catch this man. Peter Baker up the front, who's already having to lap slower riders.
He is, yeah, but this battle between Hoyles and May has given Baker a chance just to break away a little at the front, and if he can deal with these guys, I fancy Baker will approach the last lap flag with a few seconds in tow, yeah.
Well, Stuart Hall from that great beginning has dropped back slightly. He's mixed up in a right old bum fight with Mark Littler and Tony Keelty, and I think Phil Crow and Paul Curran getting their faces in there as well. It's been a mark of GP1 since it started at the beginning of last year. There have been great battles all the way down the field, but today, very much in this race, about the head-to-head battle at the front. Well, three heads really. It's Gary May and Rob Hoyles, as we saw in 2008, but now into the mix, Peter Baker. But it's last lap time, and well, Rob Hoyles and Gary May coming up on back marker Caliber shape. Hoyles runs rather wide there, and Gary May just takes advantage and squeezes down the inside. So Peter Baker takes an excellent win in GP1, but Gary May nicks second place from Rob Hoyles right at the last. Mark Littler getting very much the better of that second place battle to finish ahead of Stuart Hall and Tony Keelty. And there's Kerry Parker in the middle. Well, she deserves an award. She runs the model agency that supplies the Grid Girls.
Here we are, the CIA Insurance GP1 race winner, Peter Baker. What a way to win.
Oh, I really enjoyed that. It's a fantastic bike. Steve from Morello Roofing has supported me for 10 years, and for my 50th birthday, he's bought me the biggest, baddest, fastest bike I've ever been on. You know, there's no getting away from it. It's a full BSB bike from last year. It's quite something to ride. I'm still learning it, but what a stunning bike, and it makes my life a little bit easier perhaps.
Well, it's been great to see you on top of the podium, Peter, and we look forward to speaking to you again maybe later.
Absolutely. Next race as well, please.
Thanks, Peter.
Cheers, bye.